Hello everyone, my name is Sagar and I hope you are doing well. And in this video, we'll see how we can capture the custom error messages. So many times, let us say if you are running a batch job or if you are, running some process. So at that time, typically, you get error message and you are not able to capture those error messages, or, you do the, like the exception handling that is not sufficient for the actual root cause. So for example, let's say if you are doing a posting of a journal, you might be getting some out of the box standard error. So how you can capture all these scenarios? For that, what I will do, I will create a runnable class first as we are doing a demo. So I can say here, let's say improve, try, get, something like that. I will keep my class name like this. Okay, so let me simply close this. Okay, and here we'll use try catch. Inside my try statement, I need to write some faulty statements. I will write some wrong code here, and let me do catch here. So here, let me try to post some things. For example, let me say journal. Journal check post equals to journal check post. And what I will do, let me see this as new. And here, let me say journal check post dot run. I believe this should throw any error. If not, then we'll change the code later. Okay, so let us, okay, we already have the issue here because the class channel is abstract. Okay, so I will remove this. So let me remove this. So I will do something like this. I will say cust group, and here what I will do inside my cust group, I will try cust group equals to. So we already have this 100 record, so I will try to insert the same record again. So this is group dot insert. All right. Okay, let me try to save this. Now this will definitely give me an error because that this record already exists. So what I will do, I will, I want to, if in case I want to show the exact error message to my user, how can, I write code for this? So the first thing is that before starting your faulty code, you should know the starting line. So what I will do, I will declare a integer type variable, and I will say it has something like info log start line, and here I'm going to use this global function info log line. Here we go. All right, so this would be my starting info log line number here. Okay, and then once my catch will execute, so for example when the error will occur here, so I also need to know what is the current line number, right? Info log, so I will say my variable as info log current line. Again here also I will use the same info log line function. All right, so this is now done. Now the next thing is that I will check. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply write here if my this info log current line number if this is my greater than the older one, that is info log start line number, info log start line number. Okay, so here what I will do, so here basically now I will define a container here. So let me come down. This might be difficult if you are trying it for the first time, but once you understand, then it becomes really easy. So I will declare a container here, and I will say this as info log data, because you don't get the direct data. So I can say here info log data, and I can use this info log function, and here I will say copy, and here I will need to provide my starting and the end one. Okay, so I will provide here my info log starting line number. Now one thing is that you need to plus it, you need to add it by 1, because at the first one you will not get the correct output. So then you can write here info log current line number. Okay, and basically what it will do, it will store all the logs inside this container. So let me save it here. Okay, then we can check if this container have data. Okay, so here I can say if this info log have data. If yes, then please let's go inside this if statement. Okay, then to capture our info log, we have two separate, as we have for list enumerator, right? So similarly for our sys info log, we have this enumerator, sys info log enumerator. Here I can say simply this as enumerator, and I also need one more class here, that is sysinfo log message struct. So here I can write this as message message struct. Okay, just give me a second here. Struct. All right, and then here I can use this enumerator. Okay, and I can say sysinfo log enumerator have this new data function here. So this simply require my container, that is my info log data. All right, and now I can use my while loop. So I can say while my enumerator dot move next function dot move next function. Okay, and here what I will do, I will store this inside this message msg message struct. I will say question new sys info log message struct, and here I need to pass the line. So I can say enumerator, this one, dot current message. So I'll use this function here. Okay, then using my this message struct, I can get my message. So I can store this message inside a variable. So what I will do, I will declare a I will declare a variable here named as string, and I will say this as error message. Here I can simply pass this particular message. So I can say here this error msg message equals to this one. All right, and now at the end I can simply display my data. So I can come out of my this cache and I can display my error message here. Okay, so let's run this code, then we'll see whether it is working or not. So guys, I'm running my runnable class and you can see that we are getting this error message, but we are able to capture this error message inside our this error message variable. So I hope you understand what we did. Let me completely, reiterate quickly. The first thing is that we simply use this info log line for starting our code where, probably we can get some kind of errors. Okay. Then we define this global string as error message. Then inside our try, we simply write some faulty code. As we already know, this 100 record was already available inside our custom table, and it was a key field there. That's why we will definitely get error here when we'll try to insert the same record into our database schema. Then I defined here this container, this info log enumerator and message struct. Okay, then here I was able to store the current line number. Then I checked if my current line number, which should be definitely greater than my last line number. If yes, then inside my container please copy the data. And here we provided exactly from which line to which line we need the data. So from our starting line we added +1 here, because if you'll debug then you will be able to understand why I added +1. Okay, and to the current line. Okay, so here inside our info log container we will get the all the error message. Okay, then we check whether the data is available inside this container. If yes, then we initialize this info log enumerator. Here we simply pass our container, then we use this move next function using enumerator, and here inside our message struct we simply try to capture the record, and then we keep adding our messages here. So that is all about how we can capture the error messages into our system. Thanks for watching this video.